In this video, I'm going to go over some details and give you a lot of pros and just a couple cons on this. Was probably the best trailer I've ever owned. It's a Karavan 5.5 wide by 9 long Pro Series trailer. I bought it at Tractor Supply a couple weeks ago. I've used it to haul quite a few things. I'll go over some details, and by the end of the video, it should help you decide on whether or not this might be the right trailer for you. A pan of view here. Now, one thing you'll notice, you might not be able to see in the video, that this is a powder coated trailer. It's not just painted. So this is going to last a long time. A lot of those painted trailers you find at your Farm and Fleet and your big box stores, they're just painted, and within about 2 years they're going to start to rust. This has a heavy duty powder coat finish on it. And one thing that I do like now that I didn't like when I bought it, it has plastic fenders. Those fenders are very strong and tough. I have walked on them, and they're never going to rust. So if we take a look at the tongue section, or the front section of the trailer, now this is an A-frame front section, or some people call it a triangle. Now some of the cheaper trailers are just going to have one bar coming off the front, and it's usually welded all the way underneath. But this one has the A-frame. It's a little more heavy duty. So if we take a look at the tongue jack, this is a 3,000 pound support tongue jack. It is super smooth. Even with a lot of weight on the trailer, this goes up and down fairly easily. Of course it's going to go down easy, but what I did notice is going up with a heavy load on here, it was no issue at all. And as far as safety chains, these are actually safety cables. So they're not going to rattle around like safety chains do. And one thing is, they're not very long, so you definitely don't have to worry about these dragging on the ground like some of the safety chains will. Let's take a look at the quality of the wiring. This is heavy duty wire. This is probably about 3/8 to 7/16 in diameter. You can tell it's a little bit flexible, but it's pretty stiff and heavy duty. And it is quite long. It's about 30 inches long, so there's no problem plugging these into your vehicle. Now, one thing that sets this trailer aside from all others is the sides fold down, the front folds down. So let's say you're going to Menards or a big box store and you bought something on a pallet. They can actually forklift it on from the side. Now normally, if you're going to go to a place like that and you're going to have a pallet of dirt, or maybe you bought a washer and a dryer on a pallet, you're going to have to take your back gate off because the forklift can't get close enough. You can easily side load with a forklift with this. Now, if you're hauling 4x8 sheets of plywood, once you get home, you simply fold these down. You can easily slide these off the side. I'm going to open it up, show you how it works. All you got to do is push this down, flip that lever around. You do the exact same thing here on the back. And now with the side folded down, you can easily remove material. You can fold the front down and that side over there the exact same way, whatever you need. Or you can fold down just one side at a time. Here I want to show you the real versatility. Now, even though this is only 9.5 feet long, I've got 14 foot long 2x6s on here. Now the rear gate easily pops off with 2 pins. Just by myself, I can get the rear gate off in about 2 minutes. If you have an extra hand, you can pull that rear gate off in about 30 seconds. As you can see, you can actually slide the boards through the front quite a bit farther than when I already have them. But these are 2x6, 14 feet long, and pulled these about 20 miles from the local Menards. No problem at all. But if you're thinking about this trailer and you're thinking, maybe it's a hair too short, this is just showing some of the versatility. Like you can see, I only have these sticking out about maybe 13, 14 inches on the front, and I could probably bring them out at least another foot. So I think I could probably haul 16 footers on this with no problem. Just put a big red flag on the back for safety. But this is a very versatile trailer. Another cool feature with this trailer is check out these wheels. A lot of the trailers you're going to find at the big box store are going to have just plain black or gray steel wheels. This one comes with kind of designer quality aluminum wheels. Tires are ST 185 80R13. Now, some of the heavier duty trailers are going to come with 15-inch tires. Like I said, this is only a 5.5 by 9, so you really don't need the 15-inch tires on this. The 13 are going to work just fine. Now back here, this has a dovetail rear end. This is what comes with the Pro model. The other ones are going to be straight. Well, with this angled dovetail, it makes it so much easier to load lawnmowers, ATVs, and things of that nature. Now here's a view from the back, and the trailer does come standard with LED lights that are nice and bright. This trailer weighs in at about 825 pounds, and it has a carrying capacity of 2,100 pounds, and it is made in the USA. Now the only real con I've discovered for this trailer is, of course, you could probably tell right now, if you're going to haul dirt, rock, gravel, something like that, you're going to have to put in some sort of temporary side support. You can easily cut down some 4x8 sheets of 1/2-inch plywood. You can even bungee cord them onto the side or bolt them onto the side. Or you're going to need to put something on the sides of this if you're going to haul something like that. Maybe even bulk mulch, whatever it may be. But just like everything in life, you might have 10 pros to something and 1 con. Maybe you find a super deal on a vehicle, but it's just not the right color. Well, you can't have everything. But this trailer is really close to one of the best trailers I've ever owned, if not the best. So in conclusion, the reasons I love this trailer so much. It's 5.5 feet wide. Most trailers you're going to find are going to be 5 or 6. Well, if you haul like a mower with a 60-inch deck, it's just not going to fit on a 5 foot wide. For one of those 6 or 6.5 foot wide trailers, if they're sitting in your garage, like a normal 2.5 car garage, it's very hard to park a car next to it, open up the door without hitting the fenders because they're so wide. 5.5 feet wide, a 60-inch mower deck fits on here perfectly. Now is it okay being 9 feet long? Maybe you need something 12 feet long, whatever. At 9 feet, it's easy to tow. It fits in a small garage. It's lightweight. It's easy to pick up and move around. It comes in at $1,999 currently, July 2023 at Tractor Supply. It's a great price. If you want to go to a big box store, you're going to pay about the same price. But I think you're going to get more of a standard utility trailer that's going to be probably a 5 by 10. It's going to have a cheaper made gate. It's going to have steel wheels. It's just not going to hold its resale value as well as a Caravan as well. Let's say you're going to resell this in a year or two. You're probably only going to lose 20 to 30%. Whereas if you go to Farm and Fleet or a big box store and you buy one of those Teskey trailers or those carry-all trailers, you're going to lose at least 50-60%. They just don't hold their value like one of these Caravans. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, you learned something from it, and thanks for watching.